Hello, this is Wendy of Wendy Wander 7, and in this video I'm going to show you how I go about dyeing the edges of the pages of my notebook. I'll show you how to take your regular notebook as it comes in the package and turn it into a notebook with dyed colored edges of your choice. I also like to add a bit of sparkle. For this, I'll be preparing my next bullet journal notebook, a Leuchtturm 1917 A5 dot grid notebook, and this is the color Nordic Blue. I will be using some paper to mask off the cover and a glove to protect my hand from getting dyed. I use Dylusion's ink spray colors in the purple shades. I have laid back lilac and crushed grape. I also like to add a bit of sparkle with Heidi Swap Color Shine in amethyst, which matches nicely. And I also use some washi tape. I keep some extra paper towel on hand just to be on the safe side, and I mask off all of the possible surfaces that might be reached by the spray, since the color will dye anything it comes in contact with, using just newspaper. So I'll speed things up a bit as I apply the mask over the notebook and then come back to talk through the dyeing process. Alright, so now my notebook is masked so that the dye will not affect the cover. I have tried to place the masking tape so it comes just around the rim of the outer cover, leaving all of the page edges exposed. And I forgot to mention that before I did any of this process, I did take time to go through and starting at the outer edges of the notebook, working inward to break in the notebook so that the spine will handle laying flat and being opened at any point. So now the notebook is ready for me to apply the dye. And I have, I think I'll use laid back lilac of the Dylusion ink spray, and I'll want to shake this up before I use it, the Heidi Swap Color Shine in amethyst. And I have learned to use a glove over the hand that will be holding the notebook, otherwise I get a magenta hand out of the deal. So I just hold the notebook so that the edges are exposed, and I spray them. It's quite simple. Let the color kind of cover the surface, and it will run a little bit. Now I usually spray all the edges. Make sure it looks good and wet. Usually I wait just a little bit and then I spray a second coat. Now you can do as many or as few coats as you wish. The more that you apply while it is wet, the deeper into the edge of the page the dye will sink. So if you want a really defined colored edge around each of your pages when the notebook is open, you can apply 3 or 4 coats of dye. If you want no rim at all, or hardly any, just the very edges sprayed, then I would stop after the first coat. I like just a little bit of color visible when my notebook is open. So I usually apply 2 coats of the color, and I apply the second coat while the first coat is wet. Like I had a little tape sticking up, but I managed to spray under it there. And if I apply it while the first coat is wet, then that's essentially 2 doses, as it were, of the ink spray sinking into the page edges. Right now it looks glossy wet. I'll let it dry just a little bit, and then I will apply the color shine. I let the notebook dry just so that the page edges no longer appear shiny wet. And now I'm going to apply some of the Heidi Swap Color Shine in Amethyst, which I gave a vigorous shake. Well, never hurts to do a little more. Make sure it's all that adds some shimmer to the edges, and the shimmer will kind of wear off as the notebook is used, so that you can tell that there's shimmer on this notebook, but especially on the leading edge of the page, most of it wears off. I just enjoy having some shimmer on the edges. I like to let the notebook sit with the mask in place for about 24 hours just to make sure it all completely dries before I remove the mask. And so I'll show you what that looks like when it's all done. It's been about 24 hours since I sprayed the edges of this notebook, so now I'm going to take off the masking. The Dylusions ink sprays that I used to color the edges are available in a wide variety of color options, and I'm sure there are other products that would offer a similar result. Also, I used washi tape for the edges here, but I'm sure painter's tape would work as well. I taped the ribbon and elastic out of the way so that they would not get colored also. In the past I did color the ribbon on purpose with the spray ink, and that worked when I had a lighter colored ribbon that I wanted to color purple to match the page edges. Alright. Now I just have to touch up the places where the washi tape stayed stuck. My experience has been sometimes the pages will stick together just a little bit, but that is very easily remedied just by bending them a little. And with darker notebooks, I have sometimes sprayed without masking the cover, but the ink will get into the grooves of the notebook cover. And of course the shimmer will affect the cover as well. There's a little bit on that corner there. So there is my notebook with the page edges all colored purple with some shimmer over the top. And I will place links in the description below this video for the products that I used. I also wanted to show you, I have had notebooks in a variety of colors, but what unites all of them is that I have colored the edges of the pages all purple with some shimmer. That instantly lets me know this is my notebook. And I really enjoy having that unifying theme no matter what colored notebook I use. So, thanks for watching.